Keith. Hi, Tim. Can you even hear me, or do you just hear music, or do you not even hear the music? I'm on location. Can you hear me? Maybe it's all music. Hi, Kitty. Can you hear me talk, or can you hear music? I'm curious. I don't know what's going on. I'm already there. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear me? I hope you can. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Tammy. Thank you for joining. I turn off the music. I know, I was just kind of rocking out, having fun. I wasn't planning to keep it going for long. Can you now? Can you now hear me talk? I'm going to shut up my car. And where are you at? I'm on location. I'm in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I was, excuse me, debating going live today. I preach consistency. I preach growth over time. I preach habits. I preach baby steps. I preach slow progress, tortoise over hare. You know what I mean. It doesn't matter how fast you're going as long as you're moving forward. These are things I talk about on my show every day. And this morning, I woke up real early. I woke up at 4:30. I was going through my morning routine. And I was taking Holly on a walk. It was 6:15. I'm going through a second divorce, facing financial challenges, and working a seasonal job, scraping together any bit of money that I can, honestly, to keep, I'll tell you in a minute, honestly, to keep my head above water as best I can. And one thing I've leaned on, and I don't know why I'd be embarrassed or why I'd be hesitant to tell you, I donate plasma a couple times a week. They pay you about $150 for 2 donations. Each donation takes about an hour and a half. And I have, hello, Shannon from Mississippi. Hello, Shannon. I have a 8:30 appointment to donate plasma, and I'm in Bolingbrook. And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to go live with you today. And I was debating, and I was thinking about not doing it. But, you know, honestly, it's $80. I need the... Are you there? Unstable connection. Good connection. It's still on Do Not Disturb. And I still get phone calls and texts. That's problematic. Hey, I'd like to show you where I'm at. First of all, I'm in my car. This is me in my car. Look at that. I got a little baby seat back there. 54 years old, and I got a baby seat. And honestly, I need a second, but I don't have a second yet, so I got a baby seat. It's kind of a gray, bleak day in Bolingbrook. I'm on Lily Cash Lane. I'm going to stand out of the car and spin around and show you what I'm looking at. Oh, my body. All right, here I am. It's kind of cold. It's kind of dark. It's kind of gray. Looks like there's some police action going on over there. Wonder what's going on. Gonna go back in my car. Wonder how many people are gonna watch today. I don't know. I don't know if I should have gone live or if I just should have let the day pass without it. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know this is a show about me talking and sharing some of the life experiences and sharing some things that are going on. But you know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, hold on, Layla. No, I've not bought anybody Christmas outfits. I'm not much of a shopper. I tend to buy things last minute, take care of all Christmas things at the end. It's funny, I reached out to my girls right now at my home, which I'm not in. I have one little baby tiny Christmas tree. I mean, when I say this big, it's probably 2 feet tall. Wait, hold on here. I got a hot cup of coffee, and I want to have some. I've been saving it on the whole drive out here. Coffee is flat. I don't even know what that means. Oh, flat earth. Anyway, hey, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I've been good. I saved it for the half-hour drive I had out here from my home in Naperville, and I'm going to have a little bit of coffee. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee. Cheers to us. I brewed this pot real early this morning, and I have no idea how long I'm going to talk for you today. I apologize if you don't like me on location in my car. But I figured, what's the worst thing that can happen? Is everybody going to unfollow me? Are you all going to unsubscribe because Ken's in his car today? Put a shot of Fireball in it. I don't drink anymore. Do you put Fireball in coffee? I mean, I used to put, like, Bailey's in coffee. I used to put Bailey's in coffee. And, I mean, I've heard of, like, what is it, Ruppelmint's or mint schnapps or something like that? Good morning, Mountain Mama. You remind me of John Denver, Mountain Mama. I want to sing. Is it anybody's birthday today? Good to good. Yeah, I don't drink either. It's been 13 months and counting. Is it anybody's birthday? Yeah, no, I used to gamble a lot, Mountain Mama. And I don't know. Something about casinos allows you endless energy. Good morning, Suzanne. From 1968. That means you're my age. Hey, way to go, Mountain Mama. Way to go. I think the first day was the hardest. The hardest. I'm not sure they allow smoking. Hey, Mountain Mama, congrats on that. And thank you so much for following the host. Very merry. I had a lot of fun at casinos over my life. And I had huge wins. I'll talk about it someday on video. I mean, really big wins. They would fly me out to the Bahamas and pick me up in a limo and drive me to the Crystal Palace hotel and casino. But again, overall, although I've had huge wins, overall I'm down in my life at casinos. And I just think that's not a good place for me. Bigger wins than losses, more losses than wins. Overall, I'm down. I don't think it's cool. You know, I've got good gambling stories. Yeah, it's best not to know how to gamble, Mountain Mama. Gambling, somebody just said it's too smoky. Blackjack, poker, I think I actually could win. We'll get to it at some point. Poker, I think you could win over time. But honestly, I went on a bachelor party with a buddy to Vegas, and I got hooked into a poker table, and I was there for like 30 hours straight, minus quick breaks to eat. I didn't sleep. And, you know, I was kind of a worthless member of the bachelor party. And, you know, I just don't think that's a good way to be. You see, they show these professionals, you know, I used to watch a lot of poker on TV when I was kind of hooked. And they show these guys, and I don't care how rich they are or where they live. And I hate to judge. All sorts of times in my life. I mean, before I had kids was my biggest gambling. Thank you so much for following the host, Tammy. The bachelor party, I had kids at that time. It was just, memories and good stories and a lesson learned. I tell you what, these professional poker players, and I'm not trying to judge, but even if they're worth $10 million, I don't want to spend my life in a dark room with a bunch of people around a table, you know, playing cards. You know what I mean? I want to throw out a word for it, but I don't want to judge because they should do whatever that makes them happy. But for me, I would feel, okay, this is how I'll put it. For me, I'd feel like a loser spending all my day around a poker table. Even if I was winning. And kind of do. I look back on that weekend. I think I ended up lost. I still wake up with nightmares from gambling where I lost, like I was up, I mean, in my dreams, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars. Like I could win. I was winning like a lot of hands in a row. No, and I know, you know, I think everything's cool in moderation. I'm just not a moderation guy. That's why I had to quit drinking alcohol and smoking pot and gambling, kind of. doing all three, I just kind of felt like a loser because I didn't do them in moderation. I did them in excess. Hello, Kim from Michigan. Whereabouts in Michigan? I know, Suzanne. It is. I wonder where in Michigan. My first wife, I have 2 ex-wives. I struggle with sharing my vices with my teenagers. It's funny. It's not funny. It's sad. For most, my daughters, I have 2 daughters, 16 and 13, and 2 little, beautiful little nuggets of love. And my daughters saw me drunk too often, drinking alcohol. Ann Arbor, yeah. Saw me drinking alcohol too much. And they haven't seen me drink in 13 months, and I'm proud of that, and they know I don't drink. And that must be night and day for them. I mean, I must look different. I did a video on this. It's pinned to the top. I used to take a lot of pictures, or be in a lot of pictures, and I'd have a Heineken bottle. I think they are proud of me, Kitty, but I just think they're so busy with their own stuff and their own life and their own things. And I got to go by 8:30, by the way, so don't let me overtalk. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for following the host, Brian Johnson. Isn't that the name of the lead singer for AC/DC? Is it Brian Johnson? Yeah, it is Brian Johnson. Are you the lead singer from AC/DC? I think Brian spells it a different way. I'm not totally sure it's Brian Johnson. Does anyone know? No, I would not have a drink with my daughter on her 21st birthday. Very merry. Without hesitation. Yeah, Kitty, I wouldn't, without hesitation, Mary, I wouldn't. I'd feel like, I think I could drink. I think I could drink alcohol and not be a psycho drinker again. But I just don't want to. What made me change? I know I needed to change a lot of things, and I don't want to start crying. I don't want to start crying Kim Jong or Young. Is it Young or Jung? I knew I needed to change. Yeah, well, Kim, is it, you're addicted to casino? Yeah, no, it's a rush. It's adrenaline rush. Good morning, 2-girl mom. Hello, Tracy from Indiana. Hey, Tracy, did you like my video I did of you yesterday? I know you don't drink now, but do you think drinking has impacted the relationship with my older kids? No. I mean, certainly it had an impact. I mean, everything in life has some impact. I don't see them as often as I'd like, but I don't think that's from drinking. No, I got a DUI. Somebody's trying to embarrass me. I got a DUI 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago. Somebody's trying to embarrass me with that. I guarantee, look at that person. I guarantee they have 0 followers and 0 friends, and it's a fake account. But anyway, no, that was 3.5 years ago. Like The Bachelor? I don't know. Is this show like The Bachelor? Who should I talk about? The drinking? The drinking? I have. I mean, I've talked about it. I have certainly mentioned it. Has the drinking... No. They're just busy. Oh, you mean, is it hard not seeing them? Yeah, it's not hard seeing them. But I think I got to put on my big boy pants and just accept it. You're welcome, Tracy. I think I got to put my big boy pants on and accept it. That my girls are growing up and they're busy. And again, I used to fight their ex-mom, their mom, my ex-wife, and them. It was got ugly for a couple of years. I was going, hey, it's my weekend. You got to come to my house. Hey, it's Tuesday and Thursday. You're supposed to be hanging out with Dad. And again, I talked about it a little bit the other day. I think I defined myself by being a dad. And and there's my 2 favorite things I've ever been called are dad, and the second most favorite thing I've ever been called is coach. Coach Tracy, they called me, and it was awesome. But I define myself by being a dad. And as noble of a thing fatherhood is, you can't let it define you. Did that put stress? Yeah, no, it definitely puts, there was a lot of things that put stress on my second marriage. How did I stop gambling? Kim, that's so funny. Is it Kim or Young? I mean, a lot of how I stopped gambling was being broke. I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking pot. You know, vices kind of run in packs. Okay, Kim, I stopped drinking. COVID helped me stop. COVID helped me stop gambling. I went to the casinos with my second wife a couple times during COVID. And it was so lame. It was so lame. It was so lame. You couldn't have a drink at the table. They had barriers between the players and only like 3 people sat. My wife couldn't join me at the table. The dealer had a barrier in front of him. And gambling, you're going to be losing in gambling probably like 80% of the time. You're going to be losing in gambling. They were. In Indiana, they were. Indiana's kind of a little bit. We had some fun playing like video poker. Yeah, Kim, I get how you're so sad because you feel you're addicted. Don't go today. Don't go today. Kim, can you tell me and everybody that's watching, all 36 of us, that you won't gamble today? That's how you stop. Don't go today. Don't say you'll never gamble ever again, Kim. I never said I would never drink again. I think a year and a half ago or whenever I quit, if I would have said I'm never going to drink again, I'd go, oh, crap. Never's a long time. Kim, can you say you won't go to the casino today? I'd be so proud of you if you did. Yeah. See, that's the thing about addiction, and I talked about it a few times over my last few videos. Yeah, Kitty, I quit smoking by never buying them. Why would I throttle down, fake account? No, I appreciate it. I still got, I can be 10 minutes late. Do you have a good relationships with your ex-wives now? I have one great, I'd say a perfect relationship with my first ex-wife. My second ex-wife's not an ex-wife yet. And, it's funny that the person said, I shouldn't be giving out advice because I'm not a therapist. Why? You think I should go to school? Need to go to school? You don't go today, Kim. I'm glad you can't. Oh, back to drinking and addictions. I used to think that the problem with addictions was the hangover or the losing money with the casino, or being hazy after smoking pot the next day. The problem with addictions. Hello, Yvonne. Was it your birthday yesterday? Is it anybody's birthday? I still want to sing. Oh, yeah. Hey, Kim, I know that feeling. I've had that feeling. My first wife, I was playing online poker, and I lost like $5,000 over a few months. And she knew I was playing, but she didn't know I was hooked as much as I was. I'd smoke pot in the morning. I'd sit upstairs at my computer and play poker. And it was such an adrenaline rush, winning big hands, getting great hands, and then losing money and going, crap, I'm a loser. That's the problem with gambling. Hey, Yvonne, you have a great day. That's the problem with gambling. When you win, you don't feel like a winner. It's kind of fun. Well, I understand, Kim. Maybe for you, you need to... imagine... I get it. I get where you are. No, it's not true. I actually won money and I didn't flip out. That's so weird. It's funny you say that. I actually won money that day. Kim, I understand. I felt like a loser so many times when I'd gamble. And when I won, I was still a hungover winner, or a tired winner, or a fried out winner, or a winner that couldn't wait to get back to the table and gamble some more. And, yeah. Well, Kim, stop beating yourself up. This would be my second advice. Don't gamble today, and stop beating yourself up. This is fun. This is like a therapy session with Kim. Kim, Are you Asian by chance? You got the last name Young. Are you Asian? Just want to know. No, that's not why we got lost. No, we didn't get divorced about that. Yeah, a lot of Asian people, as you know, really enjoy gambling. And I don't know why that is. I'm sure it's probably part of the culture or what have you. A lot of Asian people seem to enjoy gambling. You're not a loser. You're not a loser. I think you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself. And I end almost all of my videos with talking about forgiving yourself and loving yourself. And I think you got to learn to forgive yourself that you lost last night. Because you lost last night, you feel like a loser, and you feel the only way to feel better is gamble and win it back. You know what I'm saying? And I do like the UPS job. Jack Taylor! Jack Taylor! Yeah, you feel, I mean, I'm just so bored. The problem with me, oh, what a shock. They had no followers or anything. The problem with me, I take this seriously. And I like to engage. Good morning, Jack Taylor. Engage with the audience, even the haters. Yeah, no, I know, Suzanne. Did you see that? Did you see that? I'm trying to engage with everybody, and it's hard for me just to ignore that. Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. Good morning, Jack Taylor. Is it anybody's birthday? Is it anybody's birthday? Don't worry, Keith. I so appreciate you, Big Keith. Sorry, can I call you Big Keith? I kind of like that as a nickname for you. Because there were 2 Keiths on yesterday. And I like to think of you as Big Keith. And honestly, I don't even remember. Are you big? I don't really remember. We met. It was very nice. You're a very nice man. Keith's got an interesting story. So many people have interesting stories. Life is so interesting. Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, hey, thank you. Yeah, no, I like this watch too. Funny, because it's kind of an expensive watch, and here I am. Yeah, Kim, you got to let that go. There's so many things. Don't go today. Don't gamble today. I understand why your husband's mad at you. No, my ex-wife didn't divorce me. We got divorced because we shouldn't have been married. Honestly, it was around a casino, though, but it wasn't because of losing money. That was only $5,000. You don't get divorced over $5,000. But it was it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Believe me. I kept losing more because I wanted to win it back so I wouldn't have to tell her. Gambling is so dangerous. No matter how much money you make. Yeah, Kim, I probably lost, I married late. I probably am down about $60,000 in my life. I guess. I won $36,000 in one sitting at a blackjack table. I've won $6,000 on a hand of blackjack. And again, I won $36,000 at a sitting. Okay, I'll tell a couple quick stories. I don't know if it's still there. There's a casino at Kitty O'Shea's. This is one of the most interesting because I find it almost the least believable of any story I have about gambling. It was across from, I think, Caesars, on the Strip. And I was playing at a small table. It either was like $1 or $2 minimum. It doesn't matter what the minimum was as long as it had no limit because I like to go big. And I don't start big, but if I start winning, I can gamble really, really. I'll keep going. I'll let it ride. Yeah, it's not entertainment when you get your butt kicked, or it's a problem. And it was a problem for me. But I literally, and I've never seen this happen in, 1,000 hours at a casino, shut down the table because they ran out of chips. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Somebody wasn't doing, one of those pit bosses wasn't doing their job. The table had to stop because I had all the chips. And I say it, and I almost don't believe it because it seems ridiculous. Casinos are run like clockwork, but it was at this Irish bar or Irish casino. I think it's O'Shea's or something right across from Caesar. I don't even know if it's still there. I doubt it. And it was a small table, and I was winning big, and betting me. And they lost all their chips and couldn't pay me and had to stop. I mean, only for like 30 seconds or a minute. But they had to go get more chips. I mean, they always are going to get more chips and checking in and taking the money and stuff. But I mean, literally had to stop the action because they couldn't pay me. Find that funny. And I mean, they might only had, I don't know, $5,000 in front of them, and I took it. I don't have an accent. No, I know, very Mary. Saying it, I almost don't believe it. I think it is next to Bally's. Do you know the one I'm talking about? You have an addictive personality? Oh, I definitely do. I don't worry about it. What I try and do is focus my addictions on good things, like coffee, like videos. Because, again, I've talked about it before. I'd love to do this professionally somehow, some way. Because I think I got a lot of personal experiences. Like, I don't know Kim. I don't know Kim at all. But I think I could maybe help coach her with her addiction of gambling. I get it. Holy crap. You feel like a loser, and you don't like feeling like a loser. Yeah, you can get addicted to exercise. You don't like feeling like a loser, and the easiest way to feel better is win. But then when you win, you still want to go back. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Hey, Kim, tune in tomorrow. Follow my page. I go live every day. We all wish we were addicted to work. I'll tell you what. The closest thing I've ever been addicted to work is addicted to the seasonal job working for, what is wrong with me? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I guarantee if I looked at you, you'd have no follow. You're a fake account and you're hopping on stalking me. What's wrong with you? I'm not the one stalking you. Go away. Where was I? Oh, if I'm addicted to anything, to work, I'm addicted to delivering packages for UPS. I want to buy a Santa hat. Am I addicted to you? Thank you, Kim. Thank you. I'm one human being talking to another. I'm actually talking to 23 human beings. Kim, I hope you follow my page. I hope you all follow my page. I can talk for another 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not saying I got anything figured out or I'm learning. Yeah, Kim, isn't that the way it should be? Why would there be so many critics out there? We need more encouragement. I'm not telling Kim to do bad things. I'm not saying I'm on the top of the mountain. I got beat down to the underneath the mountain. I was like one of those dwarves in one of the Tolkien movies, living underneath planet Earth or Deep Earth or whatever they called it, under the mountain. Sunday. And I mean, like I said, I'm out. I'm donating plasma. I'm going to get $80 for an hour and a half of donation, and then I'm going to go to work. Maybe work 5 or 6 hours. Yeah. Leela, I'm worried about my knee, to be honest with you. I'm 54 years old. Well, Kim, I mean, my life's got a lot of ups and downs. I am nothing perfect. I haven't figured. Yeah, I bet you the drivers make decent money. I mean, I'm not making much. Well, Kim, but I understand why I should look into that, Leela. I was thinking about that. I understand why you're worried about your marriage, and it's smart for you to be worried about your marriage, because if I'm married to you, I'm going to be a little concerned that you want to go gambling. And I'm not judging. Believe me, I'm not judging you at all. I get it. I understand you want to go gambling. But if I'm your husband, I'm just going to start getting annoyed, I'm sure my wife didn't like when I had to tell her I lost $5,000 playing online poker. I mean, that couldn't have made her too happy with me. It didn't cause her a divorce, I promise you. Leela, I should look into some other positions, because as much as I enjoy delivering the packages and seeing people smile, it's amazing. Yeah, okay. Get along with her now. My first wife? Yeah. It's good. It's not perfect. We have some issues. But the biggest issue we have is mutual love for our 2 beautiful daughters. And a mutual love for our 2 beautiful daughters. And, she's always been a good person. I've never thought she was a bad person, my first wife. She's always been kind and nice and decent. There were times I was mad at her, for sure. I mean, I don't want to go into any specifics. But there were times I was mad at her. Very mad, honestly. But I always knew she was a good person. We didn't see eye to eye. And I think we had different dreams and different visions. And I think she's from a different area. And I think that puts some stress on us. She has a calling to go back to that area. I just don't think we were meant to be married, Mary. I really don't. Yeah, honestly, I'd like to say I do not believe in divorce, although I'm going through my second. But I honestly don't think my first wife and I, as good as she is, as kind as she is, as loving of a mother as she is, she's remarried. I think she's better off with her second husband. Right now, Mary, I don't even know if I'm going to date again. I'm going through a painful divorce, and I don't know if I'd even date again. I mean, I'm sure I'll date again. I would like to go see a movie with a woman sometime, or, I don't know, hang out and watch some TV once in a while. Yeah, no, I am happy for her. I am happy for her. She's better off with this guy. He's from where she's from, and they love going back to where she's from. And I don't begrudge them. They both had lake houses. I don't know if I should get so, but they both had lake houses up in Michigan. And I live in Illinois near Chicago. And so much of their lives, and I'm not saying he's a fine guy, and I think he's a good stepdad for my daughters. And they seem close to him, and he's always friendly to me. He's a good guy. I mean, I got nothing negative to say of him other than he's married to my ex-wife. But beyond that, it is awesome for my girls. Hey, Kim, thank you. I hope you follow, and I hope you tune in tomorrow. I got to go, guys. I love you guys. I want to thank you. Oh, yeah, it is. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate. I feel so glad that I went live today. I didn't think I would because I'm sitting in my car waiting to go in for my 8:30 appointment. Fortunately, I can be 10 minutes late, so I'll be there on time. Hey, Kim, go easy on yourself. If I had to say one thing to you, it'd be take it easy on yourself. Obviously, I understand where your husband's coming from. If I'm your husband and you're gambling all the time, I'm not going to be thrilled. But the first thing you need to do is forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because once you forgive yourself, I think a little bit of that desire to go back. Forgive yourself the $2,000. That's water under the bridge. All you can control is today and be the best you today. And you cannot be the best you until you love yourself, forgive yourself, and get ready to move forward and become a better version of you. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you all so much for joining. I so appreciate you. I hope you follow my page, you like my videos, you join me tomorrow at 8. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.